We had a hell of a year. We have, I think for the last, since COVID started, we've had record year on record year in one of our metrics. In addition to the multi-billion-dollar investments we had last year, we had over 700 megawatts of new load. So to give you perspective, and I'm Rob Hochstetler, where you are. So I think up until recently, we're about a 4,000 megawatt system. During the last 9 years, we added an additional 900 megawatts, right? 9 years. Our goal was about 500. Last year, we did 700 plus in 1 year. First week of January, we found out we probably have another 500 plus coming onto our system. It's been incredible, the growth that we've had. Our system is just having unprecedented growth. Yes?
I'm not sure if people even realize what that is, but I know they can't.
You got a mic?
Yeah.
You could take the chairman out of the boardroom, but you can't take the boardroom out of the chairman. Is that what they say?
Just check, baby, check 1, 2. I need a mic.
She's got it.
Somebody heat me up. Oh, I'm hot. I know megawatts don't mean a whole lot to folks not in our industry. James said 700 megawatts. Mid-Carolina's system, we have over 60,000 meters. Our entire system, counting our industrials, all the McDonald's and Starbucks and all that kind of stuff we serve, our maximum load is about 300 megawatts. Of 60,000 member system is about 300. So you're talking about more than twice of what an entire distribution system is with these loads. So I'm just kind of trying to help people understand the magnitude of what's coming down the pipeline. That's why I'm out saying, hey, we need more generation on a daily basis. So
And we're going to talk about that.
just to put that in perspective of how big that is.
And you can turn this mic off, but Jessica, if you'll give him that mic, because I have a feeling he's going to want to say something in a little bit. Just a hunch. I'm serious. No, because you're going to want to chime in on what I'm bringing up in a minute. But yes, unprecedented growth, right? And, you know, there's still consultants out there that think co-ops can't handle big deals. We're crushing big deals. And that's one of the things that we're very proud. We're very proud of how well we do on price. For one of our data center customers, we're number one in their entire network of data centers in reliability. That means everything. So we're not small potatoes. Just gives you, this is all in your annual report. Just gives you a little bit of a look at what we've done since 1988 when we were created. 98,000 new jobs. The vast majority of those have come in the last decade. Since 2014, why do we benchmark 2014? In 2014 was the first time that the electric cooperatives launched a strategic blueprint, an aggressive strategy for growth, getting our price of power right, giving us resources to invest in communities, getting our incentives right so we could go toe-to-toe with the Dukes, the Georgia Powers, and such. So you go back, I don't know what the back button is on this thing, but remember those 98,000 jobs? 41,000 have come in the last decade. 15 billion in capital investment. It's huge, huge numbers. And it's because of our leadership. And so I want to take a minute real quick to acknowledge our board and our cooperative leadership because y'all have been all in. I'm not a Clemson fan, or I don't have any dog in that fight, but I know that's the Clemson thing is all in. Y'all have been all in on economic development from the very beginning, and we're very, very grateful. So I wanted to show these. There's a couple of maps. So we did these maps just to show where investments are taking place in the state. So from 2014 to 2018, that's our first 5 years of our strategy. And then the second 5 years, you'll see how we start to transition and having a greater impact on communities. We still have work to do. There's still places that we have not landed deals, but we are working hard at it. This shows capital investment numbers. It's a heck of a difference. I'm showing you all this. This is an internal document for us where with our planning teams, we're tracking how these loads are coming onto our system with unprecedented growth. So you'll see that bottom line is what we contracted for last year. By 2028, we're at 706 megawatts, so they're fully ramped up. The second, that middle number, I'm colorblind, so I can't tell you if these are red, green, or whatever, but that middle graph, those are projects that we feel really, really good. I mentioned the couple that we know that January, first week of January, we found out are coming on our system. What that load ramp looks like. So that's 1,623 megawatts by 2033. And then that top line is projects that are in decision-making mode that we feel like we've got a heck of a shot at. But that's 2 power plants. When those things are fully running, right, we're at 1,883 megawatts when everything is fully ramped up. We have tremendous pressure on capacities. Every utility does. So that's what we got to be planning for. And while I'm talking about planning, coal prices here from Central. Where's coal? Hey, coal. So people ask us, how do you guys get so much done? Well, we're a 9-member team. We're pretty awesome, but we have a heck of a lot of help from a lot of folks. One of the people that's really, really critical to what we do, especially in today's environment, is Cole Price. So Cole is head of member services. Cole's head of member services, and in addition to all the priorities he has on behalf of the cooperatives, he always makes our team and our priorities seem like they're front and center. But Cole, Chris Ware, Marcus Harris, there's an entire team that are on the transmission planning, resource planning, pricing of power that are constantly working on our stuff. And they're essential to the work that we're doing every day. Also want to recognize Alex Hall, our legal counsel. I've never in my 30-year career had the luxury of having an attorney at my just call, text, doesn't charge me all the time. It's pretty amazing. I don't know who he's charging, but not always us. But all the accountability we have to the co-ops, millions and millions of dollars. Alex has played an essential role in making sure that we're accountable, that we're transparent. We'll show you our books anytime. We can show you how everything works all the time. It's documented. If I'm gone for some reason, things will continue to carry on. And that's a combination of Alex and my former chairman, Bob, and our team, just making sure that no matter who occupies our seats, we're going to keep rolling and we'll be accountable. So again, unprecedented growth. So it's creating some challenges. I will tell you that every project is huge. You economic development folks know what I'm talking about. 2 years ago, we were happy to get an 8-megawatt deal. Right? Our big incentives are based on 10-megawatt loads. Right now, deals minimum 60 megawatts, 120, 250, 400. We have probably a 900 megawatt data center coming into York. Those are huge, huge numbers. And this is a southeastern problem, I think, but all the sites that are ready to go are getting gobbled up. So we've got an issue with making sure we've got product ready. Capacity constraints, I mentioned that. I talk to our utility friends all over the country. Everybody's has the same issues. They've not built new generation, and we're pushing capacities. But I would tell you, thank you for the central team. They're finding a way to make sure that we can meet the needs of our members. Our lead times on transformers and breakers. So critical pieces of substations. Last year, I think we were at 70 to 90 weeks. Today, we're at 3 years. And in many ways, most projects, their timelines for construction are so aggressive, and we've got to figure out how we're going to meet that need. Grid resiliency, and the need to upgrade our transmission system. I was at our central board meeting yesterday, and Jimmy Staten, the CEO of Santa Cooper, was talking about that very thing, that being a priority going forward. We've got to do that. So we can create generation, but if we don't have a means to carry it, we're stuck. The opportunities, as economic developers, I would ask that you all, with your legislative delegations, educate them. Help them understand from your perspective why we need more generation in our state. We need more natural gas. You all probably heard this. Critical to our growth. and it cannot happen fast enough. When you guys are talking to prospects, please push them on the numbers that they're giving you. All right, they'll tell you, I mean, Samsung's a great example. They told us there were going to be 30 megawatts of consumption. They swore by it. Our incentives are based on it. They have an agreement and a callback provision that says, if we don't hit that, we're going to pay you back. They're not there. Volvo, same thing. So please put, especially in the environment that we're in today, for our system planning, we need to know specifically what their load ramps are and having that planned. Push them. I will also tell you, engaging our team quickly, the cooperative quickly. We will get, between the two of us, we'll get Cole and their team to the table immediately. A lot of projects right now, before they're even talking to the state, they're talking to utilities to make sure they can actually serve the load requirement. And then I'll tell you, invest along with us. Our site readiness program, there's other people that they say they have site readiness programs. They don't have this site readiness program, right? Since 2014, we're $66 million invested in communities. That's leveraged another $231 million. So when I talk about the role that Jamie has done, helping us bring other partners to the table that are not just in the co-op, just us in the co-ops, Commerce has been an amazing partner, getting our locals. So whenever we take a deal to our board, we have every funding partner committed. When our board signs off on the deal, we're ready to start construction. But in that, since 2014, we've done 52 grants, $74.4 billion in capital investment announced on our sites, over 8,000 jobs, and over 1 gigawatt of electric load. It's pretty astonishing. And our board is still committed. So that's the thing I tell you. So for the next 5 years, we're still committed to invest in sites. So if you have a site, developers too, if you have a site and you need a partner, let's talk. We've got to get more product out in the marketplace. Here's some examples. I never, Pamela, in a million years would have guessed that Camp Hall would be full. So when we collectively, Santee Cooper was the lead dollars on it, but we got $10 million invested at Berkeley Electric, Edisto Electric, Department of Commerce, Berkeley County, all invested in Camp Hall for the purpose of landing the Volvo project. But never, ever did I think that place would be full. There is 90 acres left. Campus 9 is about...
Yeah, in the industrial park, yeah.
That's about all that's left? Come get it while you can. It's full. It's pretty amazing. This is Connexio, Lawrence Electric, Lawrence County. We've got $15 million. The co-op is a lead investor on this. Jonathan in Lawrence County, Department of Commerce dollars again. We've got $3 million plus invested in it. That site was under control by a data center. They just released it, so it's back on the market, but it's going to be off the market, I think, pretty quickly. And then Tri-County Global, we're actually negotiating a purchase sale agreement right now with a prospect in the automotive space to take down the padded site and then an additional 50 or so acres. But these are the type of projects that when we invest with you, we want it fully ready. Infrastructure to the site, all the partners are committed, and you see the success we're having collectively. It's pretty astonishing.